Hello everyone, my name is Rida and today we'll be doing recipe costing. So over here we're giving out 5 ingredients with price for each of them, units, and the portion size for one person. So for the units we have the packaging size and the amount that each package holds. So we have to find out how much in total each case holds. So in order to know that, we need to multiply this, which is the amount that each package holds, and the number of package each case has. So 160 means there are 160 tea bags in one pack, and there are about 4 packs in one case. So we'll multiply that, 4 times 160, and we get 640 as our total amount. And so, or the total unit. And then that's what I did for all my other ingredients. So next up we need to find the amount of ingredients needed for these many people, or these many number of people. So we need to do is multiply the portion size for each ingredient by the amount to get the amount needed for that many people. And because I know that the amount is going to stay the same, and that's what I'm going to use for all my other ingredients, I'll just do the absolute cell referencing. So that's the F4 key, and press enter, and then when I drag it down, it will stick to that same value and multiply it for my all other ingredients and gives me the right value. So now after that we have the cost for, we are asked to find the costing for 190. So to do that, here are the steps that shows you how to do it. So for the first one, we had the tea. So the price for the tea was $18.25, and we know 640 is the unit. That's how many bags each case carries. And we need to multiply it by the amount, which was 190. Let me show you what where I got that from. So that's the 190 amount for each ingredient, 640 the unit, and the price. And when we did all that, dividing it by 640, multiplying it by 190, we got 542 as our price. Let's try that on our Excel and see if we get the same thing. So equal to this divided by 640, close brackets, multiply it by 190, and close brackets, enter, and we get 540 as our answer. And we'll do the same thing for the next one. So we did 3526 divided by the units times the amount, and we get 9136 as our price. Let's try that on our Excel. So equal to, open brackets, price divided by the amount, or the unit, sorry, close brackets, multiply it by the amount, and close brackets, enter, and we get 9136. Right, so for the next one, there's another extra step that we need to do, because for the first two we had same amount, same measurements. We didn't need to do that, but over here we have two different measurements. We have kgs and we have grams. So we need to do is converting either both of them to kgs or both of them to grams. So this is what I did. I converted my 9 kgs to 9,000 grams. So I just simply divided it, multiplied it by 1,000 grams, and I got 9,000. And so instead of 9 kgs, I used 9,000, divided my price by 9,000, multiplied by 9,500, and I got my price as 58.89 as my price. So let's put that on our Excel. Equal to, open brackets, price divided by 9,000, close brackets, multiply it by the amount, close brackets, enter, and we get 58.89 as our price. Next one is also the same thing. We have two different measurements. So over here, I converted my ml, the amount, to ounces. So this is what I did. We know that there are about 28.4 ml in 1 ounce. I forgot the 0.4 over here. So 38,000 divided by 28.4, I got 1338.028169 as my amount, as my number, and that's my new ounces. So when I put this into my calculator, I'm going to use this number as my ounces. So I'm going to do the same thing what I did before on my other ones. I would take the price divided by the unit, multiplied by the amount, and I get $63 as my price. So let's try that on our Excel. So even on Excel, I'm going to put all that amount, the numbers that I got. So it would be price divided by 600 ounces, close brackets, multiplied by 133.8.028169, close brackets, and enter, and I get $63 as well. Alright, next up we have meat. And it's the same thing, we have two different measurements, kgs and ounces. And one more thing, that for meat, we can do 3 different methods of conversions, and it's only for meat, no other ingredients can be done. Like, we cannot do this for any other ingredient, it's only for meat. So over here, I converted my amount to kgs, the 950 to kgs. So this is how I did it. So we have the price 62.50 divided by the kgs, which is 10, the unit. And for my amount, I took the 950 multiplied by 28.4, because we know 1 ounce is equal to 28.4 grams, divided by 1,000 grams, because we know in 1 kg there are about 1,000 grams. And I got 168.63 as my price. Let's do that on our Excel. So open brackets, price divided by the kgs, close brackets, multiply it by 950 times 28.4 divided by 1,000, close brackets, enter, and we get 168.63 as our price. So for the next one, what I did was, so over here it's going to be the same price and unit. For the amount, I took 950 divided by 16 ounces, because we know 1 lb is equal to 16 ounces, and then divided again by 2.2 lbs, because we know 1 kg is equal to 2.2 lbs. And when I did that, I got 168.68 as my price. So when we do that on our Excel, this is what my formula looks like, and when I press enter, I get 168.68 as my price. And that's what we got on our written calculations. So for the next one, what I did was 950 divided by 16 ounces, because we know 1 lb is equal to 16 ounces, and then multiplied by 544, because we know 1 lb is equal to 454 grams, and then divided by 1,000 grams, because 1 kg is equal to 1,000 grams. But when we do it on Excel, we always multiply first and then do the division steps. So this is what my formula looks like when I do it, and when we press enter, we get 168.48 as our price. Moving on to the next step, we are asked to find the costing for one. So to do that, we just simply need to take the price and divide it by the number of residents that we had, and we'll get the price. So this divided by this, and since we know it's going to be the same number of residents for all my other ingredients, I'll do the F4 key, absolute cell referencing, and press enter, and I get 3 cents as my price. And I'm just going to drag it down to calculate it for my other ingredients, and we get the price for all the other ones. Alright, for this one, we need to find the costing for $4.75. And so we just need to take this amount, which is for 1, and multiply it by this number to get the price for the costing for $4.75. So let's do that. Take this, multiply it by this, and because I also again I know that the number of residents is going to be the same, I'll do the absolute cell referencing and press enter. But one thing I notice over here is when I put it in my calculator, when I put this 0.03 times 4, 0.03 times 475, I get $14.25 as my price. But over here we have $13.54, so its costing is less. So to do that, and even it's going to be the same thing for this one, because it's not rounding. When it's calculating it on Excel, it's not rounding the number. So what we need to do is we need to change the formula. So we'll add the round formula over here, and we want it to round it to 2 decimal places. So it'd be comma 2, close brackets, and enter. And you see it changed the price to $14.25. And now I can just drag this down over here, and it'll calculate it for all my other ingredients. And now I'll do the same thing for 730, equal to, take this, multiply it by 730, and I'll do the absolute cell referencing and press enter, and when I drag it down, it's going to calculate for my all other ingredients as well. And there you go, we have everything on dot. All the pricings are right. And that's it for the recipe costing. Thank you so much.